We are approaching the 73rd Independence Day. We got our political freedom 73 years ago, but now we have come to a place where we have to free India of water crisis. Because in 1947, how much water we had per capita, today it's come down to 21% of what we had at that time. So this is a serious issue that without addressing the soil and water condition of this land, we cannot take this nation ahead. We have many great achievements in terms of business, science, technology, various things, but we must understand the health of the soil and the water that is available for the population will determine the nature of the nation and how far this nation can go. How far can you walk or run on the street without drinking water? That's how far a nation can go. So this crisis has been slowly evolving, and now people have become more conscious. Last 30 years we've been working for this, but there was not enough awareness, particularly in the urban populations. Now that the crisis has hit urban populations, rural populations have been suffering this all the time. Now that it's come to the urban populations, now there is a different level of awareness, and this is the right time to work for the solution. As you know, Rally for Rivers, we work towards changing the policy matters regarding how we manage our rivers. Right now, we are in full action, hands-on action in Yavatmal and working for the Vagari River, which is unfortunately Yavatmal has become notorious as the suicide capital of the nation. Apart from this, we are unleashing a massive rally which includes the government, the people, the farmers, together to find a solution. The solution is like this: we must understand the only source of water we have in tropical nation is monsoon. The monsoon comes down upon us within 45 to 60 days. What comes down in these 60 days, the water that comes down in 60 days, we have to preserve it in the soil for 365 days. For this to happen, there is no way we can do this without substantial vegetation. This was a land covered with tropical forests. Due to population pressures and need for agriculture, we have pushed it. And agriculture, the way we are doing it right now is the way we were doing it 1,000 years ago. Without bringing active scientific and technological involvement, we are just doing agriculture as it was, so our productivity is extremely low. For example, we are doing rice because most of us in southern India are rice-eating people. 1 kilogram of rice is costing us 5,660 liters of water. The same rice which comes from China takes just 560 liters of water. So we're doing it all wrong, I'm saying. It was all right to do this way 1,000 years ago. It is no more the right way to do it. So if we do… and also the productivity is not even a quarter of what it is in the rest of the world. So the farmer is working hard without any remuneration. As you know, lakhs of them have committed suicide and continuing to. For example, right now, 83% of Tamil farmers are under debt stress, and 71% of Karnataka farmers are under debt stress. What debt stress means is, they've taken loans for which they have no means to pay back. The only way they can pay back is sell the land. If they cannot do that, if they're in remote places, when the pressure of debt comes upon them, they commit suicide. The only way exit is to exit, leaving the families in total disarray. So if this has to go, we need to understand the farmer is suffering not because of the loan alone. The farmer is suffering because of distressed soil and lack of water. If there is a very rich soil and substantial water, farmer will find a way to come out of his present situation. He is not able to find a way simply because the soil is distressed. To what extent means, out of the 160 million hectares of arable land in this country, 104 million hectares have been considered as distressed soil. This means nearly 55–60% is distressed. In another 40 years' time, 25 to 40 years' time, we will not be able to grow anything in this 60% of the land. So with such a massive population on our hands, if we don't take care of water security and food security of this nation, we'll be in serious trouble. So Cauvery Calling is a way of demonstrating that there is a way to turn the land back. Right now, we have converted about 69,670 farmers into agroforestry in Tamil Nadu. Their incomes have gone up in 5 to 7 years, 300 to 800% increase in incomes have happened. This is what needs to happen. Living on the farm, doing farming should become very lucrative. That's the only way you can preserve this nation. If this has to happen, more food should come from the trees, and above all, timber should become an agricultural produce. Right now, when we say timber, we think we have to cut a forest. We are importing 70,000 crores worth of raw timber and 1,20,000 crores worth of timber products. Why is it that our farmers cannot grow this? Simply because we have laws. We have laws which don't allow you to cut the trees on your own land. Suppose you're a farmer and you grow a tree on your land, if you cut it, you will get arrested. Out of the 14 hardwood varieties of trees which are good for timber cultivation, in Tamil Nadu has released only 7 species. Rest are regulated. In Karnataka, all the 14 are regulated. So that means if you grow a crop, you can't cut it. What is the point of such a crop? Who is going to grow it? Who is going to invest their land in a crop that he cannot harvest? So these laws have to change. Whatever the farmer grows, he should be able to use it according to his judgment. Government need not judge it. Well, with industry and businesses, government is not judging, they can sell it where they want. The same freedom should come. First and foremost thing is, timber should become an agricultural produce. We have enough land to grow the timber we are importing. 70,000 crores worth of timber we can grow in this land. If we do this agroforestry, farmers' condition will improve. We must understand, if we want to improve the condition of the soil, there are only 2 sources: leaves from the trees and animal waste. Trees are gone long time ago. To what extent? In the Ganga basin, 92% of the trees are gone in the last 50 years. In Cauvery basin, where we are working right now, 87% of the trees are gone in the last 50 years. The river is depleted dramatically. So we are waiting for it to dry up, is it? Well, you come to Tamil Nadu, 6 months of the year, anyway it's dry. You will see Cauvery only as sand, not as water. So, the distress in Tamil agricultural segment is very, very high because they're on the other end of the river. The first end of the river, they may not be feeling it so much, but it is coming to them also slowly, step by step. Year on year, the depletion is estimated to be anywhere around 4 to 8%. So if this continues, it's just a question of 25–30 years' time when we will be facing a very severe situation. So the solution is to convert 1/3 of agricultural land into agroforestry. Farmers' condition will improve and the soil can be regenerated, water can be recharged. One tree is able to sequester anywhere between 38,000 to 45,000 liters of water. So 242 crore trees is what we are looking at as 1/3 of Cauvery basin, which is 83,000 square kilometers of land. If we do this, the amount of water that it will sequester in 12 years' time, per year, it will sequester approximately 9 to 12 trillion liters. Just to give you a context, what this means is, the existing flow of Cauvery river is only 21.2 trillion liters. So you will be sequestering nearly 12 trillion liters, which is more than 50% of the existing water. And if you say Cauvery in the rest of the world, in the rest of the country at least, if you say Cauvery, people will say Cauvery dispute. Why there is a dispute between you and me? Well, there's only one glass of water, 2 people want to drink it. That's the problem. If both of us had a glass of water to drink, why would we fight? People think Kannada people and Tamil people are always fighting. No, they are fighting because there's only one glass of water. It is time both of us have a glass of water for ourselves, only then we will be friends. Otherwise, there will be unnecessary disputes going on. This can be done. What I am talking about is, right now we are converting approximately 2 to 4,000 farmers per year. If we go at this pace, it may take 2 or 3 generations, I am talking about 80 to 100 years. Now with this Cauvery Calling project, we are seeing how to crush time. In 12 years' time, if we do this, as a generation of people, we would have done what we have to do. My intent is, give back Cauvery basin as it was given to us by our parents. That much responsibility we must have. Otherwise, what we are passing on to the next generation is just bad life, that's all. Those who have the means will go to other countries. Those who don't have the means will be stuck here, and this water crisis can lead to massive civil unrest in the next few years if we don't act upon it right now. We have seen wherever agroforestry came, the way the wells have filled up in that region is just a joy to watch. This is something we would like to see across Cauvery. We need to free India from water crisis. Cauvery is only the first step. If we successfully pull this in 12 years' time in Cauvery Basin, this is a game changer for the nation and for the tropical world.